Get in there, then I'll expose. Give me names and that's ammo. Look alike is my camo. Misa, Shia, Diva. She left Kira, me, a leader. All my sins are grim, I'll reaper. Been through, I'm an apple eater. Sleeping on me like it's rent, but no redos. They cannot see me, I pull up like Ryu. Feel like Ryuzaki, I can see through you. Always a step ahead, must suck to be you. Someone is love, there is someone who's heartless. If there is light, there is darkness. Where there is life, there's a carcass. If there is power, there's one who can harness.
If there's a power, then I need to get it. Cause one man can't change a world full of sinners. I need ascension to become a god. If I'm justice, then I can do wrong. I do not feel regret all I've done. They tell me that consequences will come. The higher I go, then the greater the fall. But I never consider losing it all. It's just as it seems, and it's justified to mean that this just a state of being. What's a peasant to a king? Am I evil for this rule in which I purchase evil things? I will leave them blind, but if she done got me, I see. Led up to the eve, if it's history rewritten. See your sins of the father, that's why Eve is the victim. First thing that you learn from the apple is to pin the blame on who bit it. And so Adam's acquitted till the light reveals your sin. And I can with my L's, cause I left no more room in hell. Earthly desires inhaled, my dollar pop star with pigtails. Shawty, I can never fail. Always a trick to
what's good, everybody?
She got me eyes all on sale.
Hold on, let's fight for a second. Overlord, what's going on? Sorry, I freaking love, Okay. Alright. So, chat. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. What are we thinking? Well, sorry, I have my phone charged. But what are we thinking so far of Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, chat? What are we thinking so far of it? And yes, we're gonna be talking about it today too. Overlord, what's going on? How are you? Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Yes, this is also the live stream there. I'm gonna be streaming a lot next year. But I do want to talk about your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man because apparently there's more stuff going on with that too. And then we're pretty much gonna be playing a variety of stuff today. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man Destroy. I want to react to that. I want to react to Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man first. I've seen the trailer already. Let me just share it over on Twitter. I like everybody know. We're talking about Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man today. Alright, stream. Alright, everybody go ahead and go to Twitter real quick. Let me know what you guys think about that. And oh wow, Colin dropped this video. I agree. I agree with it, but like the timeline that makes it weird is it's insane. On second thought, Colin dropped this video, so you guys want to check this out? What do you guys want to check out? We have Colin's video right here. Colin's video, or do you guys want to for Marvel Rivals? You want to check out Colin's video, or you guys want to go ahead and go over the Intergalactic stuff? Like I said, I want to go over the Intergalactic stuff, but I also really want to watch Colin's video. Also, let me see if all right, we're good. All right, volume's on. Let's check out Colin's video first. I want to check this out.
What's under that head?
I didn't hear you respond to my comment. What was that again? I agree with it. I agree with it. I agree with because the timeline that got me a little bit confused was actually that whole entire time.
It's like a top.
Um,
It's like a train
It
top
don't
hat
matter
you
what's
got
under
on,
here.
right?
Now your feet, on the
first
other
class.
hand,
Yeah, no,
I wouldn't have those out if I was you. Adapt.
In for the view.
all right, let's check out Colin's video real quick.
23 days ago as of the time I'm recording this video, and man, this game has had me in an absolute chokehold. I truly haven't been this addicted to a multiplayer game since I started playing Fortnite in Season 2. Back when that game was actually, like, you know, great. But that's why I'm making this video, because this game has just been taking up a huge portion of my time this month. It's just so fun. I genuinely think this game easily has the potential to be, like, one of the best multiplayer games ever made. But why do I say potential? Well, it's for a few reasons, some of which are, like, my only issues with the game on both what I feel is, like, a personal and objective level. And that's the things that I'll be talking about in each chapter of this video. But before I start talking about anything in this video, one caveat I would like to throw in for the viewers of this video: if you're someone who only plays this game casually, like you only play quick play pretty much, or you're someone who does play ranked and you haven't made it out of gold, I don't really much care about your opinion on how the game should improve or any of my critiques of it. I've played about 100 hours of the game and played competitively for about 63, and I've reached Diamond 2. I'm not saying I'm amazing at the game or one of the best or the most qualified to talk about the quality of this game, but I am better than at least 98% of the people who do play this game probably. But the point of me saying this is because I don't want someone who only plays quick play or someone who's hard stuck in gold telling me, actually bro, this character is actually broken, or this character does need a nerf, or some shit like that. Like, there's people that will unironically tell you that Wanda is broken in this game. No, she's not. But we'll get to that later. Anyways, the first thing I want to talk about is what I like about the game so far and why I've been addicted to it. First of all, the hero selection at launch is incredible already. The fact that there's over 30 different characters to play as and most of them feel like incredibly well balanced is
The real contribution I could find is how Shaw traveling back in time created the alternate timeline instead of erasing the original, like what happened in Days of Future Past. That does make sense. Because, like, what confuses me is, because, like, here's the thing where I get confused is the ending for Days of Future Past, because Jean is alive.
genuinely a feat this game should be extremely proud of already, and it keeps the game feeling fresh for quite a long time when you want to switch your character or the role you play on your team. Like, the only time I genuinely want to get off this game is either when I get pissed from playing with D1 Elite plumbers that keep me stuck in Diamond 3, or I get too tired, or I have to eat, or I have to do something productive. I personally play Moon Knight, Psylocke, Hela, and Scarlet Witch the most. Yes, I main DPS champs because that's just who I have the most fun with. I can play other roles, but most of the time I just don't trust randoms to play DPS roles correctly. Anyways, there's a bunch of team-ups in the game as well that also keep things fresh, and you can coordinate with a bunch of really good team comps around that as well, which can not only turn a good hero, like Iron Man for example, into a great one, but it also keeps the game fresh and varied for hours on end. But another thing I like about the game is how well optimized it is for the most part. The only time I ever have performance issues is on the 2 Tokyo maps, but I've never disconnected from a match. I haven't had any server problems. You get into matches super quickly, and my game has only crashed like 2 times. I also really like the art style in the game. I think some of the original designs for the characters and some of the alternate skins are kind of booty, but like 70% of the character and environment designs, I'm fine with them. I think the maps and game modes we have right now are super fun for the most part. I love the fact that all the maps have destructible environments that aren't just there for, you know, spectacle. It's actually mostly used for strategic stuff like getting rid of angles from certain characters and force the other team to change their strategy. But this is where I'm going to start to talk about the problems that I have with like all the things that I like as well, and where I think this game can improve to genuinely be like one of the best multiplayer games ever made. So first things first, this game only has about 3.5 game modes, and I say 3.5 because Convergence is basically Convoy with an extra step. And while I like all the game modes that we have, I do think we just need maybe 3 to 5 more. What exactly those are, I don't really care much to get into. I mean, I guess I would like Capture the Flag, I would like Heroes vs Villains, I would like a team deathmatch that's not like Conquest, because Conquest is more like a kill confirmed. But it's something that the game will definitely need if it wants to keep its player count, like, you know.
Although maybe traveling back in time to your younger body instead of traveling back in time in the typical way is different. Yeah, that's the thing.
consistently thriving. And that goes for maps as well. If they add 3 to 5 more maps along with those game modes, I think it'll be a really big improvement on what is already a solid foundation. The one and only map in this game that I think is genuinely like bad and needs to be either reworked or removed entirely is Clintar, the symbiote map, because that map just has such a huge defensive bias. It's a 3-lane map like most of the other maps, but there's only like one really flanking route that can be taken in the opening segment before the payload starts moving. And when you get to the middle part, the defense has so many different angles, which, like, mind you, they're on high ground too, so they already have the advantage with that. Like, if you're playing against a coordinated team and you're on offense, the only real way to even have a chance at being efficient on this map is by either having better team composition or just by being the better team, like skill-wise. But other than that one map, I don't really think any of the other ones really suffer much from having...
This is also very true. The best way I know how to counter the Clintar map so far, and Keo might like, even though I hate to say it, because like whenever I get this map, I hate this map. The only way that I can actually get past the first point, and fun tip if anybody wants to know this, the way that I can get past the first point is literally just going Venom and just diving in and hoping that I have a healer with me.
Having a bias for either side. My other problems with this area of the game, I do think some of the domination maps can be a little annoying at points because the environment can move around at random points and it can make you die in a really unlucky way that may not be your fault all the time. I don't think it's a big issue or anything because it can be mitigated, but sometimes things do get really intense and you can be easily caught off guard by this. And my final two little problems that I just don't like are the Conquest game mode is really short. It's still a fun mode that helps people learn heroes and, like, you know, get used to them, but it's incredibly short, and I wish it...
By the way, if you guys haven't liked the stream, I'm going to be streaming a whole bunch of stuff today. And then maybe some rivals. Also, it's been confirmed that the Fox X-Men exists in the same universe as the MCU. To prove it, traveling back in time creates alternate timelines. Yeah, but how would that work in terms of, like, Deadpool and Wolverine? Because, like, they're technically... Because, like, by that logic, there's technically 2 X-23 and 2 Logan.
It was like double the length. And finally, I just wish some of the maps were like a bit more memorable in terms of like the visual design, because most of them look kind of forgettable. The maps that I think look visually the best are Clintar and the 2 Tokyo maps, but all the others just don't feel that like visually inspired, which is weird because the game does have a really good art style that they could easily be taking advantage of to make some really dope looking maps. But now that I talked about one of the biggest areas of the gameplay, let me take it down a bit and talk about some of the smaller things that I don't like about the game before I start criticizing some of the hero gameplay. One, I do think this game should have a roll queue game mode for competitive separate from regular competitive.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I said the exact same thing.
Queue. I know there are people that don't want roll queue, but the game literally loses nothing by allowing players to have the option to both roll queue and not roll queue. It would literally only be an improvement. I know that the creator of the game said that he's not interested in roll queue at all, but I really think that's something that should be reconsidered for the people that do want it, so we can get the best of both worlds. 2, they gotta figure out a way to fix this game's elo system for competitive, because I swear to God, there's so many people in my rank that I'm just miles better than. And it is so frustrating losing games playing with randoms that you can't control them just selling your rank.
Yes. I 100% agree with this. And trust me, like, I'm on, like, even though, like, I don't get, like, I'm hard stuck gold. But, like, yes, I will, like, chat, what do you guys think? I don't know if you guys have touched rank yet, but, like, I will actually agree with this.
Them just selling your rank. I really think they need to make the surrender system in the game a majority vote thing, because I hate getting like 4 people who agree to surrender just for that one moron who's 1 in 10 to say, nah bro, we got this shit bro. The third thing, and this is more personal, but I just wish the cosmetics in the game were not only cheaper, but also I hope they add more of them consistently. Luckily people have been modding in some pretty cool cosmetics, but NetEase, this is easy money y'all are leaving on the table. Lock the...
I will flat out say it's insane. And it comes out the day before the Spider-Man 2 PC port. Yeah, I'm playing it. Well, I don't know if my PC is going to be able to run it. Also, about the plot hole with there being 2 Wolverines existing in the same timeline. At the same time, towards the ending of Deadpool and Wolverine, there isn't a Wolverine existing in Deadpool's timeline. Oh, wait. So that would mean that Logan sent it to Deadpool's timeline. So that Logan... so that Wolverine replaced him. It has to do something with X-23 telling him something then. because like he created because like that Wolverine created a new timeline. The Game Rev didn't listen to Phoenix. He blocked me. He blocked me. And he blocked me. Well, the reason why he banned you is because well, the reason I don't the reason why he blocked you, it's I don't know why. I know the reason why. I'm just not gonna tell you the reason why. Nornazron probably Nornazron probably zone. I don't know if he can stop him. There's a chance. I don't think we're gonna get Miles in the show because like from what it's known as like it's another alternate universe. It's not the same with Tom. Oh, and by the way, chat. Another thing too, people are and chat before we actually continue this video, people are complaining about Norman Osborn already, and people are complaining about Harry Osborn already. People are complaining about the way that Harry and Norman look, and I'm like, did you know that in the comics Norman has waves? And you do know, like my example, like my actual answer to that is like Harry and Norman have waves in the comics, so it's like this is normal. They know what we want. Oh, and by the way, question, chat. Another thing too is that I will be reacting to I have a lot of stuff I want to react to today. This is gonna be a reaction stream, probably with some Marvel Rivals in between. Okay, so the first two X-Men movies, alongside with the Wolverine trilogy, make up the Anchor Being timeline without the Fox X-Men universe. And what do you mean error?
The fuck in so people don't have to get mods. But with those small complaints out of the way, let me talk about my issues with the balancing in the game for some of the heroes. Here I have a tier list for the characters in the game, and this is just a list for the overall game, because some of these characters would be higher or lower depending on the type of team composition your opponents have, or you have, the map you play on, and or the game mode you're playing. And I have the individual tiers organized and ranked based on their roles. Like for example, S tier I have all the DPS ranked in order from best to worst, from Hela to Black Panther. But like for example, Scarlet Witch could be D tier if you're not playing against any diver DPS characters, and Hela and Hawkeye could also be dropped to like C tier if you are playing against divers. But let me go through it to explain who I think needs to be nerfed or buffed. I'm not going to go through the whole tier list and why I have certain characters there, just the ones that I think need a nerf or a buff. One, Hela, she needs a nerf, and I don't think it needs to be a crazy one, contrary to popular opinion, I guess. I simply think that Hela just needs her stun ability to do no damage. Her hit scan should have less ammo before reload. I think it should be dropped from 8 to 6 before reloading, and I think her secondary attack needs to do more damage or shoot more daggers. If they do those things, I think she'll be a more balanced character. Hawkeye, I mean, I don't even think I need to say anything here. Please just make it so that he can't one-tap people at full health, make his arrows have a smaller hitbox, and just make him move a bit faster. If they do that, I think Hawkeye will be completely balanced. Mantis absolutely needs a nerf. She is easily the best character in the game, like no contest. She has decent damage output, she has her sleep ability, she can boost damage, she can heal, she has good mobility. Her ult is basically Luna's, but it doesn't last as long and it gives an extra movement boost and damage boost as well as health. She has way too much for her kit, and I think they need to 1, lower her damage output, 2, make it harder to land the sleep ability because it has a huge hitbox, 3, slow her movement down just a little bit, and 4, not give everyone a movement boost when she ults. Luna, the only thing I think she needs to nerf is her stun ability. I think they should just make it to where she can't do damage while you're in her, like, you know, stun, just like Hulk's, like, exile stun. And I also think they need to lower her damage output. 5, Jeff the Shark, the only thing I think needs to be changed about him is for his ult to give the enemy team a bit more time to react. Like, even half a second would be fine. Yeah, and I also think they need to make it easier to hit him when he goes underground, because goddamn, that shit is, it feels impossible to hit Jeff unless you have, like, Cloak and Dagger or Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, because, like, the only way that you can actually fully just dodge a Jeff ult. Chat, I don't know if you guys have played, I don't know if you guys have fought Jeff yet, but fighting Jeff is literally the bane of, like fighting Jeff is the bane of it. Like, I have to like when Jeff comes up, you have to move like 5 or I think like a second before.
Or a melee character. Strange, he's easily the best tank in the game, and it's just not even a contest. It's not just because he does a really good amount of damage for a tank, but also because his shield counters literally everything, and it has so much health. Like, it is genuinely so broken. All I think they need to do for Strange is literally just lower the amount of health that his shield has, and boom, I think he would be like a lot more balanced. And then finally, for the last character that I think needs a nerf is Penny Parker. I think her mines, they need to nerf the damage that they do. Like, they do like 100 damage, which is insane, especially since they can be stacked. I think they should lower the damage by like 30 or 40% and just make her main attacks do a bit more damage. That way she would be way more balanced. But now for the characters that I think need a buff. 1, Wolverine. Now, Wolverine can be incredibly useful. I actually used to think he was the worst character in the game before I saw someone like Team Captain, if you know who that is, play with Wolverine, and I saw he can be like a lot more useful than I thought he could be. But I also think he's a very situational character, and there are far better DPS characters that can be more effective than Wolverine. Literally all they need to do with Wolverine is just buff his melee damage and lower his survivability slightly, and I think he could easily go up to an S or A tier. The second person I think needs a buff is Squirrel Girl. Now, she's great for doing damage, but she's also very reliant on your team for finishing those kills, because she's not very good at getting finished kills, unless you get someone in like her Acorn Trap, which you have to work really hard for, and she has like the second worst ult in the game. It is so easy to avoid Squirrel Girl's ult, like it's fucking crazy. They need to do something about that. Either make it bigger or just make it do more damage. Black Widow, I honestly don't even know what to do with this character. She's actually just terrible. She's probably the only character in the game that I would say is never useful, like 90% of the time. Her ult is the worst one in the game. It's incredibly hard to be accurate with her, and she doesn't even do enough damage to demand that like the amount of skill it takes to hit your shots consistently with her. And if you do get in her face, she's just done.
I really don't like talking about.
I don't even know what to do with her to like fix her character, so I'll just leave it.
Well, not this video. I actually want to do I flat out have to debunk the freaking Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man stuff.
Captain America, honestly, all they need to do with Cap for me to put him in like A or S tier is just make his dash forward attack do more damage, because you basically like tickle the enemy when you use it. Like, it's completely useless in combat. And I think they need to make his projectile deflection just more accurate. I don't think it needs to go directly where you have your crosshair, but it can go like very close to it. If they do that, then again, I think he could easily go up to A or S tier. Iron Fist, I think they should just make his melee do a bit more damage and trade that off with the lock-on melee attacks that he has. I would prefer the trade-off for him to take more skill to use if he just did a bit more damage, because right now I don't really think there's much use for him compared to other diver characters in the game. The best thing about Iron Fist as a diver compared to other ones is literally just his survivability. That's about it. And then the final character that I think needs a buff is Wanda. Now, the casual audience might be thinking, what? Why would you ever buff Wanda? And for you guys, I'm sorry that you will never make it out of silver, but honestly, her ult is way too easy to counter. I think she should get 100 health grant of like extra health when she activates it, or it should just go off faster. She should get 1 or 2 more of her chaos daggers to throw, or they should just recharge faster, and her stun should also recharge faster. The main reason I have her in A tier is because whenever I play against divers, I pick her and I shit on them. That's like the only time she's like generally as useful as the other like DPS characters in this tier. I feel like she's most useful against Black Panther because when he's moving around you at the speed of light.
Speed. I am speed.
Her main attack and movement ability like hard counters the majority of the divers, except for like Psylocke and Spider-Man. And I also think she's just pretty useful for getting healer picks, especially in domination. I just don't think a lot of people use her correctly. For the people that think she's like bad, and for the people that think she's broken or takes no skill or whatever, y'all just clearly have not made it to the higher ranks. But there are better options for DPS than her, so I don't think she's like one of the best right now. But with all that said, that's about all the things that I would fix about Marvel Rivals right now. There are some characters that I want to see added, like Deadpool, who is leaked, and Miles Morales, who I think is also leaked. Green Goblin, Sandman, Electro, Captain Marvel, who I think is leaked. Blade and Daredevil, I think, are also leaked. And Quicksilver would also be one that I want. I have seen some of the characters that are going to be added in the future, like the leaks that I mentioned. There's going to be Ultron, there's going to be the Fantastic Four. So that.
Oh yeah, chat, I'm sorry. As soon as Human Torch comes out, I'm sorry, I'm maining him. I need to main him. I'm sorry, I like playing.
That's dope.
But his Supernova better have an arena effect.
But in general, I just can't wait for the future of this game and how it will evolve and improve over time. Hopefully they don't drop the ball with this game because that would make me really sad. All multiplayer games do die eventually, but I hope this one lasts for a good couple years. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, I would really appreciate it if you would become a channel member for as little as $1 a month to get most of my videos early.
Oh, child, let me see if I can hear the. Let me see if I can hear. There better be an arena effect for Human Torch, though. I need an arena effect for it.
I thank you all for watching, and yeah.
Alright.
You're on YouTube watching.
Alright, so chat. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. We're gonna go ahead and check it out. We're gonna check out Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Yo, yes, what's going on? We're gonna check out Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Like, why is my
Used to think he was the worst character in the game before.
Alright, yeah, we're gonna check out Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. That trailer dropped, and that trailer was great.
You're listening to Free Soul.
We're gonna check out Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Because this trailer got me. Alright, we're gonna check out Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. We gotta check this out. This is a great trailer. And yes, they got NPC Miles.
Peter, you're gonna be late.
Sorry, man, I'm up. I'm okay.
Hey,
Oh,
Petey's always been a bit clumsy.
you know me, clumsy, Petey, Parker. Help! Mr. Campbell, I remembered I left something in the bathroom. Deuces. Parker out.
I like this dude.
Superpower size kid, know you want a neighbor like me. Look out.
Somebody help me! He's running, grab him!
Yeah, that's supposed to be hair.
I thought it was dead meat. Check out our next victim in his dumbass costume.
Is my suit really that?
Yeah, this is supposed to be Harry. I like what they did with Harry.
Is my suit really that bad?
Ouch.
Oh! Watch out for that ladder! Just consider it a good deed from your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. That's me. By the way, I am...
By the way, I already saw this trailer. They got the voice actor for Miles in the game. I think they either got NPC Miles or else they got In-Song Miles. I think they got In-Song Miles. Well, let me actually hear that back.
Oh! Watch out for that ladder! Is my suit really that bad?
Well, let me hear that back.
I thought it was dead meat. Check out our next victim in his dumbass costume.
That sounds a little too like that's Najee. I don't want to say it is, but that sounds like that's a little too much like Najee.
Is my suit really that bad? Ouch! Oh! Watch out for that ladder! Just consider it a good deed from your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. That's me. By the way, I'm Spider-Man.
There we go again. Swinging through the city so fast you could barely notice him.
I truly believe that I have these powers to help people, to protect them.
Oh yeah, that was very good. Like,
Need my city, you need me. Taking off the mask, I know what you see. Know you want a neighbor like me. Just a young man cleaning up the streets. Ain't nothing changed, no, this is the real me.
So, you're Spider-Man. With my help, you'll achieve greatness.
Oh man, this suit's a...
see, I like the idea that he already knows too. But like, this has to happen before any of this. Like, he has a security camera, right?
It's the real me.
So, You're Spider-Man. With my help, you'll achieve greatness.
Oh man, this suit's incredible.
They took the meme.
If you ever need another butt kicking, just look for your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
And no, you may not be excused from said test. Ah, nice of you to join us, Mr. Parker. See me after class.
I like it. The trailer's a W. I like it. Well, let's see what people are saying. We don't need an origin story. Bro, I like it. So what are we thinking? By the way, question. Anybody want to play Rivals? There's a whole bunch, honestly, that we can just react to. I want to tell everything before I play Rivals real quick. I do want to look up Intergalactic, though, because everybody's panicking about Intergalactic still. Oh, God. I want to tell Dom the Bombs video real quick. I know I said that we're going to react to Dom the Bombs video, but today's going to be a reaction stream. And then after that, I think what I want to do is
We can help you find top credit cards with criteria you actually care about.
Nerds.
Oh, and by the way, chat, yes, I'm going to be streaming every single day next year. Like,
Create attention-grabbing videos with millions of creative assets on Motion Array. Join the biggest...
Alright, Intergalactic. Whoa, not the friendly neighborhood. No, 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 I want to tell Intergalactic. By the way, chat, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm gonna go ahead and call it right now, okay? I'm gonna call it 2026. Hypothetically, 2026, we might get a repeat. If anybody remembers Ghost of Tsushima and Last of Us and Miles, it looks like we're gonna get that whole entire. It looks like we're gonna get that again. And if these two games happen to drop at least like a month apart from each other, y'all know what's gonna happen. I'm sorry. If y'all know, y'all know. I'm not gonna have a choice. I'm gonna be completely torn.
PlayStation.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, my friends, we're going to be doing a breakdown for the first trailer, the reveal trailer for Naughty Dog's brand new IP, Intergalactic, The Heretic Prophet. I am so excited to finally be making content on this video. Thank you for all the support on my trailer upload, reaction, and news video of sorts that we did covering this game, but this has been a highly anticipated video for me. because I get to go into the nitty-gritty now with this trailer. I didn't really talk about the trailer in my last video, so I will be going through the full trailer and finding anything that I see of note and breaking it down for you. This is about a 4-minute trailer, but there is a lot of stuff hidden in it if you really slow it down and focus on some things. I just want to make this clear. I don't care about the hate. I don't care about people's opinions. At the end of the day, I'm going to judge the game on its final product. I know there's a lot of hate around this game, and trust me, it's the elephant in the room. I'm going to address it. It is annoying to have to go on my video, of every video of this, or tweet, and just constantly hear, I'm being paid, or that this is woke, or that there's an...
Exactly. Thank you. Thank you. Shout out to Dom. Thank you. Thank you. It's like, nobody hasn't seen gameplay, and people are already judging it. It's like, no gameplay? You're just gonna judge it off of a trailer. No gameplay. Again, wait until we get gameplay and then talk.
Agenda. At the end of the day, I will judge the game on the final product. If it flops, so be it. But I'm not gonna say, oh yeah, because of a 4-minute trailer, because of how a character looks, that this game is doomed to fail.
Exactly.
I think that is ridiculous, and I don't think anybody should be looking at a 4-minute trailer and saying that it's it. This is Naughty Dog we're talking about, and I know it's not the same Naughty Dog because a lot of people have come and gone.
Like, again, like, as a person that has played Naughty Dog games, I really don't have to remind you, but Dom's already reminded you. Every single game they make has won Game of the Year or has been nominated for Game of the Year. Jak and Daxter, like, this is a classic. Uncharted, classic. Last of Us, nominated multiple times. Uncharted, I think, wasn't it Uncharted 2? Yeah, it was Uncharted 2. Uncharted 2 won Game of the Year. They right here collect, like, it was prime Naughty Dog, by the way. This is Naughty Dog we're talking about here. It's like, Game of the Year every single time. Do I have to remind you about what happened? Like, to everybody that was wondering what happened in 2020. Well, what happened in 2020? If you didn't like Last of Us 2, then explain to me how it won awards.
But at the end of the day, I do trust, if it's anything close to Last of Us Part 2, I think we're in for a dang treat. So we're just gonna go straight into the breakdown. I usually regularly play the trailer, but it's a 4-minute trailer and I don't want to put you all through that. So we're gonna go from frame by frame and all that and just break it all down. So make sure you drop a like and subscribe if you guys do enjoy this. Let's go for 1,500 likes on this video. If you greatly would appreciate that. If you want to see more content on this game. Been about the near 40% of people that are subscribed by hitting the subscribe button. Notification bell, have it set to all, and join over the 101,000 people that have notifications on for the channel. And follow my social media down below to stay connected with us and our coverage of this game. Please link down below if you missed any videos on this, and let's go!
Let's do it. By the way, seeing as that she was hitting that exact same pose that Nate did in Uncharted 1, we're definitely getting a second one.
So, we have some ancient text that pops on the screen to start the trailer that, when translated, goes to the following. The suffering of generations must be endured to achieve our divine end. Ancient Sumerian scripture, 1986. 1986 is pretty interesting. You would think that they didn't have this advanced stuff. But if we went through the Naughty Dog article, which we did end up going through in my last video, the story is set in an alternative universe where space travel has significantly advanced by 1986. The Sumerians seem to be the inhabitants of the planet that we're going to be going to. As you guys do know from the trailer, which we'll show here in a bit, Semperia is the planet where our protagonist, Jordan A. Munn, is going to stop to hunt down her bounty targets, which we will also talk about in this breakdown.
Okay.
It's been 20 years since the world watched two icons take on all the complexity.
Oh, I don't care.
And captured on PS5 in-game cinematics. This is all done in-engine.
Yep.
And we get a look at the planet. My goodness, you could see the meteor/asteroid surrounding the planet. Just look at the details on the surface of the planet. You could see the smoke clouds. I mean, this looks incredible. All in-engine, by the way. Not CGI, all in-engine. And if we zoom out a bit more through the first look, we see a broken moon and a good look at Semperia. What a big-ass planet. Huge planet. And up comes a ship. Now, significant on the back of this red
It's a Porsche.
ship is the name Porsche. If you guys don't know what Porsche is, they're one of the most expensive automobile manufacturers in the world. They usually specialize in luxury, high-performance sports cars, SUVs, sedans. But obviously in this universe, it's a bit different. In this, they specialize in also spaceships. So as you can see, Porsche logo right on the back, the text. Wowie, wowie. So they're going a little out. I know everyone's going to be mad about the whole product placement thing, but hey, Naughty Dog wants to do some collabs, so...
I mean, Naughty Dog's been known for that, because Naughty Dog's been known for that because, in The Last of Us, Ellie wears Converse.
I respect it.
I don't know what anime that is.
We see an anime, which shows a character with pink hair shooting humanoid gators. I think is really cool. I don't know what the anime is inspired by, but we see our first look at our main character in the ship's bathroom of sorts, and she is shaving her head. I know this is a very controversial scene. God, the internet's gotten so much raps over it, which I don't understand fully why, but I want to take a quick note of her back of her scalp. And you can see here, there are scars, at least a couple from her head. Obviously, she's been a bounty hunter for a while, so there has been some wounds done. And look at the detail on the scars. Wowie, wowie, wowie. So this is Jordan A. Munn, our playable protagonist. And yes, pretty similar look to a certain character. I remember Abby used to probably wear a certain outfit similar to this, but look at her tattoos. So I flipped this trying to get a reading on what this tattoo is. It begins with an E. It's like E-D-I-O. It's probably related to her bounty hunting or like some group she's been affiliated with, but it looks like it's just some symbol with that text. I don't know if anyone can make out what the text is, but very interesting to see that. And then she has another
it kind of looks like it's ED. I want to see if I can make this out, but I really. I can't even get a read on it.
Tattoo, which covers her entire arm, pretty much, and looks to be like octopus tentacles surrounding her entire arm there. And we've also got on her chest what looks like to be like ravens of sorts covering that. And then she has like a little circle hole towards the bottom left of the screen there. Another tattoo by the looks of it. So her tattoos are very detailed. I'm sure they're going to tell quite the story. I mean, just compare it to Ellie's. I mean, it's pretty similar. You know? I don't know if it's the same arm. I can't really tell.
Nah, Ellie's is on her left. No, wait. It has to be on her right. I played this game too much. I played last one too much. Yeah, it's on her right. Both these are right. But yeah, probably there's something going on with the tattoo for the story there. Just like, I got a lot of guesses.
Hell, but shoot! Gonna tell a story. Remember that. Now, if you go past this without slowing it down, you miss a lot. A lot is shown here. So on that screen, the anime, where the anime was shown, we get a incoming call. But as she is rushing to get ready for that call, she starts looking through what looks like to be some paperwork. And as you can see here, a lot of stuff can be missed if you don't slow this down. And here you see a couple things to note. We've got blackjack chips by the look of it. We got several comic books / magazines, it looks like. Can't really make out what those are. But there is a news article there on the bottom left of the screen. Let's throw it up on screen here for y'all. So, she obviously keeps track of what's going on by the looks of it. The price of something, and it shows like a car or a ship or something. That's really all I can make out of that, but let's continue on. So this is probably one of the most important parts of the trailer, and it's so fast. It's, if you don't pay attention or quickly notice it or pause it, you miss a lot of details. She keeps track of news and stuff going on related to her and a group called the 5 Aces, which she was a part of. As you can see on screen, we've got the Spotlight Sentinel, 3rd largest safety deposit ship discovered, empty.
Why does Crisis... I'm back. Why does Crisis only scale Insomniac Spider-Man to large town? It's from his first game with the... It's from his first game. I never knew the reason why he scaled him to large town. Like, I never actually bothered to... I've actually, never bothered to actually ask him that. Like, the furthest you can get him is, at the most, multi-continental, or, at island or continental. At least with the Spider-Man 2 scaling. You could get him further. But I guess it's based off his game, is how we got him in a large town. I never really looked into that. Actually, can you send it to me? I do really want to look into that, though.
Weeks after theft. Eclipse Telegraph. Thief terrorizes Blue Star System Business District. And she's got these characters with squares over their heads. And looks like, again, the 5 Aces. 5 major characters of this group. And it seems like she's been just tracking things. We've got a lot of different, like, space things. Sticky notes.
Huh. This guy looks exactly the same as the one over here. The 5 Aces Mastermind. Dead or hiding. This has to be her group then.
Plenty more. And in the middle of this board is a picture of the 5 Aces.
Yep. And they all went into hiding. Because, like, I have this crazy idea that this all takes place. Like we're going to get a flashback and flash it out to her and her shit.
So, these are the 5 Aces. As we have on the far left is our first bounty target. Actually, he's going to be shown here a little later in the trailer. I'm pretty sure you know this guy. Very famous actor. His name is Kumali Ali Najani. Very famous actor. You've definitely seen him in a movie or two. Next to him is our main protagonist, Jordan Amon. When she had her hair. She's played by Tati Gabriel, and she will be in the last HBO season 2 as well as Nora. Now, it looks like...
Okay, well, I gotta watch last ones too.
She is best buddies with this guy in the dead center. He looks very familiar, and you people that watch certain shows know what I'm referencing here. Lalo Salamanca. that name sound familiar? If you watched a certain show called Better Call Saul, you know who this is. And the actor by the name of Tony Dalton. That is him. Confirmed 100%. Next to him, we have a blonde woman. People have tried to find who the actress is for this person. Some people think it might be the actress who plays Maria in The Last of Us, Ashley Scott. And if you do the side-by-side comparison, I'd be willing to bet on this guess. And the final character to the far right is a familiar voice actor. Stephen A. Chang, who plays Jesse in The Last of Us Part 2, appears to be the final person right there. And seeing that they all have squares over their heads, she's hunting them down. Clearly, what happened to the 5 aces? The group in the crime spree disappeared. Jordan A. Munn is hunting down her entire old group. And she's willing to even go to a planet that nobody has escaped from in over 600 years.
Yeah, you and I thought about that. I'm here, Spectacular, what's going on? Happy New Year? What? Wait, hold up. Why does it feel like it just started? Why does it feel like it just started for some reason? Oh, and by the way, what do you guys think of the new thumbnail? What do y'all think of the new thumbnail? I don't know. I'm seeing a lot of money here, so probably has something to do with Probably has something to do with the money.
Appeared. Jordan.
Hold up. What's today? Dang.
A. Munn is hunting down her entire old group.
Why does it feel like this year just started?
And she's willing to even go to a planet that nobody has escaped from in over 600 years.
Jordan,
Tell me something good.
well, you're right, it checks out. He's hiding out around the Superior Moon.
Excellent.
Wait.
How is that excellent? He's next to fucking Superior. No one has left that planet in over 600 years. Anyone who even flies close to it is never heard from again.
Superstitions.
No. Superstitions are the crazy rumors about what happened on that planet, Bees.
Oh, and by the way, chat, I will be getting around to reacting to everything. I react to a whole bunch of stuff. By the way, that Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man trailer is fire. I want to go over that today too.
Facts.
We get to see Jordan's agent, which features a familiar
Haley
face
Gross
and voice. Haley Gross is the co-writer of The Last of Us Part 2, and she is the actress for this mystery character. Their name was not revealed in this trailer, so we will find that out soon. She ends up telling her that yes, Jordan's leads have checked out, and that our bounty target, one of the 5 aces, is hiding in the Superior Moon. And she's ready to go, excited. And she's like, what the hell? That's not exciting. No one's escaped here in 600 years.
Left the plane.
Let me get a look at her. Putting on that dang jacket. Looks really dang cool. And just seeing the, the high-tech monitors and stuff. That symbol on her jacket is also very familiar. Let's take a look. Her back of a jacket features the symbol of Dark Horse Comics. Another little product placement. And we've got guns in this game.
Yep.
She's holding a gun. So excited. We're going to have gun combat. We're going to have sword combat. And
awaken to a world of wonder in Final Fantasy XIV Online.
Plenty more.
I don't know. I think we're going to have a combo for it. I'm not going to lie, chat. We need a combo. Because, if you guys were here on my live stream yesterday, they could be doing something like what they did with Star Wars Jedi. They could be doing something like they did with Jedi Survivor, have us do, gun and sword combat.
You worry too much.
You know what I worry too much. I say we wait for him to leave, or how about we find a new lead? He's not worth it.
Oh.
I'm wasting my time, aren't I?
Wait a minute, and that's how she gets on the planet. So she goes to that's fire. Okay, so she's gonna start off on that planet. So it starts out with a flashback. At least is what I think. So it's gonna start off with a flashback. We figure out we get the bounty. He tells her not to go to the planet. He doesn't listen. Ends up on planet.
Can you please claim him? I don't need another hunter swooping in.
Who is swooping? No one is crazy enough to go there.
He clearly is.
He is clearly desperate.
And so am I, so claim him, or I will find another agent.
Anyone else with all your fucking shit? Okay, alright, you know what? There, you're the boss.
Thank you.
Listen, kid. I'll see you on the other side.
Look at the front of the ship. My God, it looks beautiful. So beautiful. He's walking up to the panel. Well, again, the agent is trying to convince her, don't go. Don't go. It's not worth it. Wait till things die down, or wait till he leaves. I guess.
Oh, and by the way, yes, they're taking a whole bunch of they are taking anime stuff from it. So you're welcome. We got anime. We got some anime stuff in here. We got. Thing is that this is gonna take a lot of stuff from Akira. I need to see. I need to see Jordan hit the Akira slide.
Imperia is just a hellhole. I mean, my God, they've built this planet up to be something, and she's not amused. Now, the cup she's drinking is from Macho Nacho from the Uncharted series, so it's a pretty cool little nod. Naughty Dog always has these little Easter eggs to their past titles, so expect to see plenty of Uncharted, Last of Us, Jak and Daxter, and Crash Bandicoot references in this. So this scanner at the top of the monitor shows the name of one of the 5 aces that was in that picture. How engraved? 1.6, I don't know the currency, I'm gonna guess million, probably not US dollars. Bounty Hunter,
that's 1,000.
Processing, the 5 aces, affiliation, client, SMW, area sector, threat level 7. So a high threat level he is. And Jordan claimed him, so she's in charge. So they say a final farewell, and she just says, I'll see you on the other side. Basically meaning that she knows this is a suicide mission. The chances of Jordan getting out of this are not likely, but she wants to take that risk, because we don't know the whole backstory behind this drama between her and the 5 aces. They had a fallout of sorts. Obviously, she's hunting one of her former crew members. There has to be a lot to the story to have her want to do this, especially considering there's also bullet points. There were newspaper articles on that wall she had that were claiming that, yeah, they haven't committed to heist in a long ass time. The group fell apart. No wonder.
I mean, there's a lot of money in that picture, so it has to be something with that. I'm trying to not get copyrighted. I gotta not get copyright striked again. Oh, and by the way, I'm gonna check out Demi's video today too. And on top of that, I do want to check out the Superman trailer again.
Couple things to take note from this part of the trailer. In the key dial, it says Sony, but he puts in 2027. 7202, which you could rearrange the numbers, 2027. People think that might be the release date.
Nope.
And we get a bunch of disc here, which one pops out. There might even be some Savage Starlight disc here. I'm not sure all the discs are Easter eggs or not, but it pops up a song that is a classic. It is called Pet Shop Boys. It's a sin. Very popular song. And again, turn up the volume. This looks so freaking cool, though. I mean, the ship looks freaking awesome. I hope some of this maybe
2020. No, it's not gonna
be customizable.
We just come out.
And then we get to see her shoes here. When she presses the dial, Adidas. We've got Adidas shoes. We've got Porsche, a Porsche symbol there on the spaceship. Again, buckle up. turn the dials all up, and gotta go fast, right? Full speed. And as we see her finally go into the planet with the Porsche ship again, we get to see familiar franchises, which confirms, yes, when I saw this, I went freaking bananas.
But
like, the franchises being Crash Bandicoot, Jak and Daxter, Uncharted, The Last of Us, and now the fifth franchise, Intergalactic.
I saw Sonic 3. They did Shadow. They did Shadow. I don't know what to say about Shadow. They did him great. They did Shadow great. They made Shadow look cool. They gave him how can I put this? They gave him everything. Like, I lost my mind at that one. Like I've lost my like how can I put this? As soon as I saw him pick up the gun, I was like, I just saw him freaking flip up the gun, and I was like, as a matter of fact, we need to watch the video about that too. I'm gonna watch Zephyr today. Gun stance combat? Second game. They gotta make it.
Of course, I'm
gonna call this right now, okay? Intergalactic is automatically going to sell. It's automatically going to sell. I'm calling it. It's automatically. They're automatically gonna make a second game. They have to. Like, you're gonna have, you're gonna have Jordan hitting the Nathan Drake Uncharted 1 pose. Yeah, they are making a second one.
You gotta end the trailer with a bang.
Right?
Our first image of Semperia. And a giant freaking robot with red glowing eyes, 3 arms, a giant, I don't even know if that's like I don't even know what to call that weapon. And she's got a freaking laser sword. Like, my goodness. And this is a little look at the gameplay of what this game is going to bring. And my goodness, this is probably one of the enemy types you're going to see. Robots. Who knows what else they're going to be throwing into the mix. But, man, what a bang to start this off. And here we get the title screen. Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet. At the end of the trailer, they do put in development for the PS5. This is a PS5 exclusive game, guys. Naughty Dog's developing it. Personally, like I said in my last video, I don't think it's going to come out till 2026. That's my guess if I had to predict the release date right now. But that is it for the trailer. Guys, if you think I didn't miss anything, you can obviously leave it down below in the comments or, point any cool things out you found in this trailer. It's about a 20-minute upload, guys, so I'd appreciate if y'all could definitely drop a like and subscribe.
I mean, the way that I'm looking at it, if I'm gonna be honest, I look at it as like Uncharted beat Star Wars.
It's probably one of the enemy types.
Because, like, you have gun combat, you have sword combat. I'm pretty sure at some point we're gonna be able to get a gun stance, or at least something like a gun stance.
All that weapon, and she's got a freaking laser sword. Like, my goodness. And this is a little look at the gameplay of what this game is going to bring. And my goodness, this is probably one of the enemy types you're going to see. Robots. Who knows what else they're going to be throwing into the mix. But, man, what a bang to start this off. And here we get the title screen. Intergalactic.
At least my guess that we're going to get a gun stance.
Prophet. At the end of the trailer, they do put in development for the PS5. This is a PS5 exclusive game, guys. Naughty Dog's developing it. Personally, like I said in my last video, I don't think it's going to come out till 2026. That's my guess if I had to predict the release date right now. But that is it for the trailer. Guys, if you think I did miss anything, you can obviously leave it down below in the comments or, point any cool things out you found in this trailer. It's about a 20-minute upload, guys, so I'd appreciate if y'all could definitely drop a like and subscribe. If you want to see more content related to this game, go follow my social media down below to stay connected with us. And I want to thank you all so much for watching. I'll probably have another video on this very, very soon. But thank you so much, guys. Appreciate y'all very, very much. And that is going to do it for me. Take care, and until the release, endure and survive, y'all. Catch you guys in the next upload pretty soon. Peace and love, and have a great day. Bye-bye!
W video. But it does look like she's gonna have a gun stance. Hold on a minute, child. Let me turn back on my PS5. Like, I would not be surprised if she gets a gun stance at some point in the game. Hold on a minute, child. I'm gonna turn my PS5. But yeah, I saw Sonic 3. I do want to check out some more stuff for Sonic 3. Like, we need something that is insane. Alright, I'm gonna check out Demigod. I haven't even checked out Demigod in like a good week. These games should have never been announced. We have like, dang, we have like a lot of videos from Demi. Hold on. I remember watching this. I remember watching this. I remember watching this. I remember watching this. Alright, we're right here.
I have a question. Where is it? Better yet, where are they? Wonder Woman! You are the biggest culprit of this bullshit. Your video game was announced over 3 years ago at the 2021 Game Awards. And 3 years later, we have seen absolutely nothing come of it. We've heard some chitter chatter, a little bit of talking about WB Games wanting to dust off the Nemesis system and put that feature in the Wonder Woman game. But then we also found out that they hadn't even started developing the game at the time of the teaser trailer's release. That means that they took time out of the 2021's Game Awards to generate the most undeserved hype off of a game that literally didn't even exist. WB, Monolith, are you out of your damn mind? You're trying to get people hyped over concept art? This isn't MK1. It didn't work then, it's not gonna work now. Out here showing off a cinematic teaser trailer with nothing but a single character's design. Wonder Woman, for the PlayStation Never, is the epitome of announcing a game way too motherfucking early. And with WB announcing that their main focus in the gaming division is gonna be about Batman, a fucking Game of Thrones mobile game, are you kidding me? I don't even watch the damn show. And that pissed me off, because from what I've heard, that show generated so much aura. And then you went and disrespected them by giving them a game that's only accessible on a cellular device. Also, with their two other focuses being Mortal Flopbat and Hogwarts Legacy. I don't see Wonder Woman's name anywhere near this statement.
Also, how are you gonna do a well, never mind. You can still do a Batman game. You're just gonna have to figure out a way to do it.
So does that mean that the game won't even be granted the sufficient resources to excel in this field? Probably. And the game might either suck, like your auntie, or it'll f***ing suffer for it. This game should have never been announced. And when I deeped all of this, it made me pretty goddamn mad, I'm not gonna lie. So I apologize if I end up cussing my yams off in this video. But if you want to watch my content completely uncensored and get access to my exclusive content, as well as my Discord server, go to my Patreon and get you some of that God tier. The second biggest offender of showing off a game way too goddamn early. Marvel.
I'm actually gonna say he has the gut point. I will actually agree with this. We've been waiting how long?
Wolverine. This game has been through a lot of tough shit, man.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, because they haven't. I'm not gonna lie. This is gonna sound weird. Yes, they are having to change development. Like, they changed directors in the middle of development. Their creative director left. Well, yeah, they had to change directors during development. Yeah, their own creative director left. One of them got swapped to another position. Oh, I'm sorry. This is just me just talking, because like this is me just straight up talking. we don't even know, and with the leaks, we don't even know like when. I just feel like I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I feel like y'all already saw. If y'all haven't seen my video, I already know what I like. I think that Wolverine got announced a little too early.
But dare I say that they caused about 90% of their own problems. Problem number one. You announced your game way too motherfucking soon. And I would go as far as saying that you never should have announced it. The craziest part about the lack of details and trailers given to us about the Wolverine game directly from Insomniac actually has to do with data leaks and hackers. Now, Insomniac did not deserve to get hacked. I love it when a company is spoiler free because then they get to keep cooking in that kitchen to whip us up a 4-course meal for the eyes and the anus. But as soon as hackers got their hands on the files of the Wolverine game, they put all of the gameplay as well as the character models online, uploading it everywhere from YouTube to TikTok. Avoiding seeing these leaks was made to be impossible. Your granddaddy probably saw some when he was scrolling through Facebook. Now, in my opinion, for an early build of the game, I liked what I saw. Needs a lot more polish, yeah. Needs a better character model for Jean Grey, yeah. But I'm failing to see what people disliked about this game in regards of gameplay, or visuals, mission design, customization. My guy, Wolverine, is one of my favorite characters of all time. And that's why I'm so passionate about this game. Passionate enough to tell you that you never should have fucking announced it. Now I believe that y'all may have still been hacked if y'all never even mentioned that you were cooking up a Wolverine game. But the fact that you did, in hindsight, was such a terrible decision. At least y'all could have played it off that the gameplay was in its extremely early stages if these hackers still went and uploaded everything. But the fact that they waited over 2 to 3 years after you dropped the trailer to start dropping the leaks, yeah, y'all got cooked. You can put this game on a plate with Niger Jollof and eat it. You got cooked. Will this game still be amazing? Probably, as long as Sweet Baby keeps their cancerous little hands off it. But I fear that even that might be too late. Can't wait to see them replace Logan with Laura by the end of the game and try to tell us that she's the superior Wolverine while making Logan seem like an incompetent pendejo. For this next offender, get Dr. Disrespect off the screen right now. I'm not
I'm still buying the game.
Playing with you. Marvel 1943. The game that put the Marvel nerds, even ones such as myself, in a frenzy. The game that looks way too beautiful and realistic to function properly. The game that was announced over 8 months ago with no motherfucking follow-up. They didn't give us no trailers. No emails. No details. No, this game has derailed. Yup. And they never should have announced it. And I'm not saying this because of any impatience. This is for their own well-being. This game is loosely based on the comic book of Black Panther and Captain America, Flags of Our Fathers, which actually got adapted into a motion comic over on the Russian Comic Book Geeks channel, where I voiced the Black Panther himself. You can go home now. We have already taken out the garbage.
I wanted to question that.
We have the answers we need.
Well, but I guess that means I have questions for you.
Goodbye, Captain America.
Hey, we need to talk now.
I am king here. You do not make demands. Now tell me how we were able to give the people more of a teaser about how the story is supposed to go than y'all did. I'm gonna elaborate on this game further real soon in a separate video. But for now, let me say this. The game looks great. If the graphics look this damn clean when you're actually in the motion of gameplay, then I have no doubt that I'm gonna be trying to get platinum in this joint. But over 8 months without another teaser, a trailer, or a release date is ridiculous in 2024. Next year is absolutely packed, not only for Marvel fans in general, but for gaming. With GTA 6 dropping next year, if it doesn't get a delay, I'd be rushing to get a release date out. I'm not saying...
Yeah, because the moment that GTA 6 comes out, y'all might want to reschedule. Like, here's the thing. To any developer, or to any game or to any game developer that is planning to drop a game next year, get it out early or before GTA 6, Because the moment that GTA 6 comes out, don't bother. Just
And
don't.
that the developers should rush the games. I'm just saying that they better get that window ready to show the players when their game might be releasing. Alright? Go put the lotion and tissues back in your hand and play some Marvel Rivals, puto. We don't know much info about this game besides the fact that it'll be single player and that the large window that they gave for the game's release is in 2025. And I'm all about not releasing trailers too early either. And at very least, it's meant to drop next year, hence why the offense is quite light here. I'm just saying, the information that we've been given is less than sufficient. You know what? I will not say that they should have never announced this game, but they most definitely showed us all of this a bit too early. There are much greater offenses we could have talked about, like the Iron Man game or the Black Panther game that's separate from this. There's literally just no footage to show you all of that. Blade, on the other hand, was announced at the Game Awards in 2023, and Arcane Leon was not afraid to tell us a little bit more information about the game, such as it being a single-player third-person game that's set in Paris. Oh, I'm sorry. I think that was all the information that they gave. We know nothing about this game's story. We haven't seen a smidget of gameplay. Why do companies keep f***ing doing this? They have this mentality of selling people hopes and dreams. When they show us these trailers, especially the cinematic ones, it feels like they're trying to get their future players to speculate. And trust me, that is not what you want. Players making stuff up about what's gonna be in the game. They get a bunch of people to believe it, and all of a sudden, it's not true. And now the game is finna get bashed over the players' bullshit. You motherfuckers at Bethesda always trying to ice skate uphill. Man, even GTA 6 is becoming an offender for multiple reasons, it seems. But we may get to that later. And that is on God.
Yeah,
like and share the video, fellas. Come on. We must spread awareness that we want this BS to stop. It didn't used to be like this. Is this the effect that Cyberpunk 2077 had on the gaming world or what? When they dropped the trailer and the game came out 7 years later? I don't want that. Check out my Patreon content if you have not already. More exclusive videos are going to be on there real soon, and I will be seeing you. Take care and peace. Baby.
That was W video. Alright, oh.
Watch me walk away, putting myself on display. 1, 2, 3 a day.
Another one. Hold on.
On my way.
This might just be the Superman movie that we've desperately needed for over a decade now. Yeah, I know, former Superman haters say what? James Gunn has been in the kitchen for a minute with this, and the meal is giving off an aroma. And for once, it's not just your auntie's perfume. The movie looked good. DC is about to take over. I am much more excited for Superman than I have been for anything that Marvel has produced in the last 3 to 4 years. And I used to dislike Superman. I'll admit it. I was one of those undereducated pendejos who found him boring because I didn't bother to try and understand the character. But I understand it now. The Superman I like is the one that protects the people of Earth on a regular basis, who might also save a cat from a goddamn tree. Not some hard-headed emo with the capability to do evil if he was pushed too far. Not the dude who was snapping necks in his very first movie. And as much as I used to love the Snyderverse movies, good golly goddamn were they quite horrendous in hindsight. Yeah, the Superman I love is the man that stayed with a girl in silence all day and night as she contemplated suicide. He gave her hope because that's what he stands for. In fact, that whole comic symbolized who he is and who he should be. Now, of course, I want to see this version of Superman throwing hands. That is an absolute certainty. But for this one movie, can we just have a Superman that's a little bit more grounded? One where we actually get to see the Man of Steel be a hero for the people. One that helps people with not only life-threatening situations, but anxiety-inducing ones. Like comforting a person who just lost a loved one. Or like helping Jimmy Olsen find his camera that he recorded Diddy's freak-offs on. Just basic stuff like that. Not everything has to lead to a Justice League movie, or even set up anything major. And I'm gonna talk more directly about the trailer in a moment, but I want y'all to think about this. How about we just get a good movie? Huh? Snyder fans, have you thought about that? I haven't heard such bitching and moaning about a casting decision since Ben Affleck got the role of the Batman. Get over it. Henry Cavill is gone. And I love that man. DC did him ridiculously dirty. But instead of crying into your pillow as you fall asleep at night, y'all need to have some faith. A little bit of hope that David Corenswet's version of Superman might actually be astounding. But if you still choose to cry yourself to sleep, you could at least do it comfortably. This video is sponsored by Manta Sleep. See, I'm the type of person that likes to watch a...
I'm gonna be honest. It does make sense about, like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, whenever I saw the trailer, I was like, not really. It's like I wasn't really into Superman either. I see the trailer and I'm like, yeah, I'm hooked.
lot of ASMR, but sometimes I would rather pass out to the sound of silence, and Manta Sleep hit me up at the right time because I have been struggling to get some peace and quiet. I'm also not the type that can sleep when...
Hold on a minute. We'll watch this one tomorrow. I'm gonna go and leave a like on this one though for the time. I'm gonna look at some more Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man stuff, and then hop on some Marvel Rivals for a little bit. You already saw that one. I really do not like Tyrone's reaction at all to that because he was the whole entire thing was just, oh no. All right, we're gonna play some Rivals. I want to play some Rivals. I want to play some Rivals, chat. Actually, hold on a minute. I do want to react to something else. Since we're here. I do want to react to something else, and after I will hop on Rivals. Because now that someone mentioned it, I do want to actually see about this whole entire thing. Because, like, it's stupid why people are panicking. But apparently, apparently, your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man is woke now. And the most easiest way to shut this whole entire situation down is be like, comic. Like their whole entire argument gets debunked. is obviously events the prequel comics, but apparently no one cares. Also, give me 1 second. I'm gonna promote. But apparently, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man as well as Norman isn't because of Norman. Here's my immediate response to that. Because like I've already seen people already say it, but here's my general response to that real quick. Like here's my response to that, which I will get into tomorrow, but I want to go ahead and get into that right now. I know it's like a short stream and everything. But I do want to go over that tomorrow. I think that's everything we went over today. But I know it's last stream of the year short. I know, I'm sorry. But yeah, chat. I'm gonna chill out for the rest of the day. I know I'm gonna be streaming. I promise you, I'm gonna be streaming a lot more. I'm gonna be doing a lot more videos in 2025. So like, I know it's been very random and streams have been everywhere, but that's just me. And let me go ahead and hit the follow button over on Twitter real quick. Other than that though, here's the Twitter. Let me go ahead and plug that up in here. But yeah, chat. I know it's been random. It's been good chilling with y'all today. And trust me, there will be more like that. I'm just gonna sit down and plug. Alright. Follow me on Twitter. I have a lot.
You're done!
Who's going to follow me over on TikTok? But chat, I'm gonna go ahead and get up on out. I'm gonna be talking about more of this. Hopefully next year. Yeah, I'm gonna be talking about it next year. So yeah, chat. Other than that, stay safe. Have a happy new year. I need my outro music. Oh, I need my outro music. And by the way, YouTube, the screen's not even being shown. But yeah, chat. Hope we all did enjoy the live stream. Hit that like button if you guys are new. That's on anyone, bro. I love it. I'm sorry, I love it. I love it. But anyways, chat, I'm out. I'll see you guys later. Peace.